Hello. So a few things that have happened. You might notice my videos that are posting today are in a different place. It's because I got in a car accident, and I have major whiplash now. So everything hurts physically. And my car don't it's missing its whole like front half. So and it's classified as a hit and run because when I tried to get her insurance and stuff and paperwork after she cut me off, she ran away. And then she had the audacity to laugh in my fucking face and smile at me. So I'm suing her ass for everything that she is worth. So if I'm a little slower, and my content isn't as much, it's because of the fact that I got into a car accident and not because of anything else. It's literally just I'm in pain still. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be doing diamond art. Oh, the other car? Barely 3 scratches on it. My car? The whole bumper and headlight is broken. Fully smashed in. No other languages in chat. So Since I could physically move everything, and the only areas that really hurt was my arms and stuff, and a little bit my back pain, I got no x-rays done because they're like, we'll just get you in and out. You're not in that much pain. I mean, I was in the accident that day. Of course I'm not going to feel pain. I'm still angry on my adrenaline rush the entire time. So I was just not there. I mean, I've had worse hospital visits than that, but like, I also know where my pain tolerance lies. I don't feel that much pain as opposed to other people. So my injuries could be like a 9 out of 10 on the pain scale, but considering I feel less than others, I only said it was a 2 because it's not that bad. I can still walk. Like, and I consider it like normal pain level because it's basically the same amount of pain as my period pain, which I feel like on the average. So, thank you. I think it's a toolbox shelf, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, getting in a car accident is fun. But I'll deal with it. I mean, I also had, like, plenty of witnesses, and also there's camera footage. I just ate food. Oh yeah, and my injuries are bad enough to where I will need physical therapy. Because when I was in the collision, both my hands and my legs were forward. My hands were on the wheel, my legs were forward because I slammed on the brakes. And as soon as I slammed on the brakes, because she immediately pulled out, and I was like, that's not a good idea. So I slammed on my brakes. And, well, she made enough of a gap where I could have tried to weave through, between the other side of the road and the cars, because Rhode Island roads are like 4 cars wide, sometimes 5 or 6 cars wide, where we can have room. But she slammed on her brakes when she was in front of me on the road, guaranteeing I would hit her. There was nothing I could do about it. If she would have just kept driving and sped even faster, me slamming on the brakes and doing my little, like, go closer to the center maneuver, I wouldn't have hit anything. And both of our cars would have been untouched. But she slammed on her brakes. Who does that? So she has a laneway violation, and I'm gonna make sure it gets classified as a hit and run because she ran the fuck away from me. And according to laws, considering she moved more than 10 feet away from, like, the accident and went into her dentist office to hide, she, like, it's an hit and run because she hid. And also, she was an old hag. What teeth does she have that she'd need to go into a dentist office for? So, I'm both very upset and in a lot of pain right now. But I still have work to go to tomorrow. At least it's not night shift, so I don't have to mop. I, like, physically cannot do night shift right now. Like, specifically closing shifts. I don't like people. Not enough, at least, to have to deal with that. What's PTO? Hello, Toka. I don't think I get any time paid off. So, no. My job's minimum wage. I doubt we get any type of things like that. Or at least in the paperwork we have, it doesn't say we do. I don't even get vacation days. If I want to go on vacation, I have to, like, specifically say, hey, don't put me on the schedule this week. I won't be here. But I don't get paid. That just means I take a week out of work. Bye. But the only reason I'm, like, home right now is because my friend dropped me off here. I just got my meds from the pharmacy. I have a muscle relaxer and, like, pain meds. I can only take the muscle relaxer before bed, and the pain meds, I just take them throughout the day, and in between I take Tylenol, or I take Midol because it helps with my headaches, but that's for other reasons. Because I still have other issues going on, even though I got whiplash from a fucking car accident. Because being on your period and then getting into a car accident is so fun. Because now you have two versions of pain all at once. Stress made my period stop for a day. That was fun. Am I still in pain? Yes. Am I still angry? Very much so. The thing is, my friend was like, charge her for a hit and run because she walked away from the accident and was pretending like she didn't even get into an accident. Not only am I going to make sure I sue her, I am also going to contact the DMV and get her license suspended. Because the way she reacted means she's done this to people before. That means she's a danger to society and should never be allowed on the road behind the wheel. 'Cause the fuck? There was nothing to base off of her actions. She deliberately chose to cut me off. And we're gonna try to get the fine doubled because there was construction right up at the end of the street, which means we were in a construction zone. The fines get doubled! Like, these are the types of people we have to drive on the roads with. People with their kids have to drive on the roads with these people. This is not safe. Like, I might not have kids, but my friend sure as hell does. I know a shit ton of people that have kids. She needs worse than the gulag. You know, something I thought of was the fact that, I like cats. And I don't hate dogs. I just don't want to take care of the dog because it has too much energy for me. Which is why I like cats. But whenever a dog person who, like, actively owns one meets a cat person, they're rude to me. But I've never met a cat person that hated a dog person, like, directly. Like, every single cat person I've ever met, chill as fuck, and we'll even go to dog parks and meet dogs. We'll pet any dog. We'll even, like, hang out with people who have dogs. We just don't want to own one. And it's usually for a very valid reason of, they're a lot of work, you know? Cats are very, like, basic creatures. They, like, take care of themselves. You also don't have much of a sense of humor if you don't like cats. But usually when I meet dog people, they're just, like, really mean to cat people, and I'm just like, it's not my fault that I like cats more. Question the fact that dogs are difficult sometimes, okay? That is a different situation. I've met people who don't like dogs because of, like, trauma. I don't like bigger dogs, but not because they're bad. I just don't want to be around them for too long because they're overbearingly annoying. I don't hate them. I just don't want to be around them. But also, 2 giant dogs killed one of my cats. So, my reason for disliking big dogs is not because dogs are bad. Not all dogs are bad. Just bad owners. And well, I'm still upset that my cat died to the hands of a dog, so... I like tiny dogs, though. I love all tiny dogs. They're so great. Little purse pups. And it's because tiny dogs have never done anything too bad to me. That shit was years ago, too. I will never forget the fact that I came home and I was like, where's Tigger? Because that was the name of the cat. And the news was broken to me in the nonchalant manner of, oh yeah, he kind of died. And, like, was ripped apart in the middle of the street by 2 dogs. A bunch of people tried to help him, but, like, those dogs were big and aggressive. This was not the first time those 2 dogs got out of the fence and attacked someone's pet. This was the 4th time. Those dogs got put down because the owner could not take care of them properly. He could not control them. He did not try to control them. He was not doing anything right for these dogs, and not even helping them be less vicious. And a lot of people's pets went missing or died because of these dogs. You think Animal Patrol's gonna show up that fast? You're lucky if they even answer the phone. Like, shit. Half the time they ignore phone calls. There was a group of people that straight up tried to steal my dog in front of me. We all saw them drag her away as the dog whimpered to go home. I mean, we followed them and got the dog back, but, like, fuck. You really think Animal Control's gonna do shit? They don't do shit. Until, like, weeks later. Yeah, but, like, 2 people did try to steal my dog. That was wild, too, because we even were like, Sheba, Sheba, loud enough to where they could have heard us. We followed them home. We knew where they lived. And we were like, can we have our dog back? Like, we immediately followed them and confronted them, because, like, why are you gonna take our dog in front of our house and think you're gonna get away with it? Like, fuck, no. But also our state, if our dog gets like picked up by any of like our animal control, if they are there longer than a day, there's a chance that the animal will get put down because they don't have the room for them. Our state euthanizes most of our shelter animals. Which is why when we're looking for like animals from shelters, we have to pay so much money to get them shipped here. Because the only way that they're going to be alive and here is if the people decided they did not want to kill the animals or euthanize them. Because most of our shelters just euthanize most animals. That's why we don't have many strays. Is because most of them are dead. We don't get many strays. I can't just go out and find strays. Other states have less, like, problems with that. But, like, they have more strays in other states because they don't euthanize them. They have laws against them. Laws to protect the pets and protect the animals. We don't have anything to protect them. So, if we did not, like, immediately notice that our dog went missing, or if one of our neighbors doesn't pick them up before we notice where they went, we have to, like, immediately call shelters, otherwise the chances of her surviving the night are not there. Despite her having all her vaccines, all her tags, a really nice collar, too. Yeah, well, you gotta live in a nicer state that, like, cares more about animals. Mine doesn't. My state doesn't. Did you know most shelters from other states send animals here so that they can get euthanized? That's a fact, too. Which is horrifying. That our shelters are usually mostly empty. Like, I get they don't want any strays on the street and no, like, animals just breeding to be feral. I get it. That does cause other issues, like rabies and stuff, to, like, fester and breed and spread. But it's just sad that it's a thing we have to think about. It's America that I live in, okay? We have too many strays. And, well, people do abandon their pets. People do worse things than abandon their pets. Because abandoning a pet, if you just leave it, like, in the wild and just tell them to stay, make sure they're not, like, on a leash or anything. Leave them with, like, a bowl or two. One with food, one with water. And then just walk away and leave them and drive away. At least they're, like, claimed by the wild. They'll eventually wander into someone's yard. No, they tie them up with leashes and leave them in abandoned buildings behind locked doors. They leave them in a situation where even if the dog wanted to, it can't escape. I mean, there are other countries that do that too, but, like, usually they have, like, a way out. We have people who, like, actively have pets in their homes just dying. I don't know about that story. I won't be able to do research on that because But I hope it's fake. With how humanity is, the fact that a woman straight up has, like, videos of her dog fucking her, it's probably real. I mean, I hope it's not, but, like, it probably is. Technically there is, a law of space, that if something else has not reached the ability to travel to outer space and back easily, then it is not advanced enough to be contacted by other planets. So there's a chance that we're just not intelligent enough to get, like, contacted by other spirits. And, like, other, like, creatures. There's a chance they just don't contact us because of the fact that we're just not intelligent enough for them to want to deal with us. Like, we can think we're all high and mighty and intelligent. We can't even leave our own solar system and come back. Think about it. We can't really go that far. We can send cameras. They won't come back, but we can send cameras. True. We ain't intelligent enough to be contacted properly, okay? That's just the facts of it. Sure, they'll, like, watch us. It's just like how we watch TV. We want to be entertained. But they won't contact us directly in any ways that really affect them or us. Aliens want nothing to really do with us. And we don't really want anything to do with other planets, okay? We shouldn't. They don't matter. We need to protect our own. Did you know dolphins rape each other and rape people? Dolphins are scarier to me than sharks. Because dolphins actively, play and, like, attack people for fun. I like sharks more than dolphins. Dolphins can go fuck themselves. I hate dolphins. I hate everything to do with them. Whales, they're pretty chill. I don't like dolphins. I hate dolphins. There are whale sharks. Dolphins are the fuckboys of the sea. Because, like, so many people are charmed by dolphins, and then they're left to waste. And regret. Nah, dolphin emoji looks like it has a dick nose. I mean, they're dicks, so it makes sense. Have I never actually yawned before on camera? I feel like I have. I mean, I'm more in pain than I normally am, so of course I'm gonna be more tired than usual. Oh yeah, I also started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not that bad. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because of the fact that people and like the fan content, like what people have made because they're fans of the show, scares me. The fans of the show are horrifying. So I just never wanted to watch it before. And then I was like, oh, it's new on Netflix. I don't get sad easily. Mainly because my ability to predict future events is there. I was just doing people's, like, tarot readings. And, well, the fact that I was so correct about how they are shows a lot. The thing is, every single fortune I've ever told people has come true. So I don't think you want to be a part of that. Like, I tell you what happens and you know for certain it's gonna happen, you're gonna get stressed. Especially if it's not a good thing. One of the people's fortunes I read, well, they're in a shitty place and they can't escape it. No matter how hard they try, unless they work super hard. Like, they actually have to, like, work in a job for so long before they can actually be free to be themselves. And to make anything of themselves, they have to work 10 times harder than the average person. That's a horrifying fortune to give to someone, especially when they're a child. Because I'm a therapist. Sometimes. I'm the group's therapist. And, well, it's fun. Oh, and one person, her fortune, the only way she can be happy and grow as a person is if she cuts off people. She has to cut off most of the people she knows in order to make anything for herself. Because everyone holds her back. Things will just happen for her as long as she cuts the toxic people out of her life. I mean, I finished the diamond arts eventually. Considering every person who's ever gotten a fortune done by me, things have happened and they've come true. It is pretty horrifying. I once predicted a person's death. That was horrifying. I didn't want that to happen. Who do I talk to? Myself. Why would I go to someone else? The fuck? The only time I go to someone else is when I need, like, advice of next steps. And that's usually when I go to a person who's been through shit before. That's the fact of trusting a person with experience. The thing is, my readings have predicted deaths, they've predicted car accidents, they've predicted a lot of things. I don't use this deck to read my own cards, I only use it to read other people's stuff. I use my own personal deck for myself. I use only one deck on me, and I only use it for me. This deck, I use it for everyone. It's a universal deck. It's meant to merge with other people's energies. It's meant to just follow. The deck I use for myself is the Murder of Crows Tarot, because my spirit animal is the crow, because I have wisdom beyond my time. And yes, do I regret reading some people's fortunes? Yeah, but like, at the end of the day, it helps them so that they can handle it better. They can handle situations better when they're prepared for them. I've predicted a lot more than just one person's death. I've predicted multiple people's deaths. But, like, the main one that I know is true was one of the first death cards that I found. And it said they were going to come ahead, and the way they were going to achieve their best is after they gain inheritance. And, well, that means someone's gonna die. And they were like, oh my god, this person is on their deathbed. Is this the person? And if you ask me questions, I will answer them based off of the cards. Because I have two different styles of readings. I do my full fate reading, and then I answer questions afterwards. That is where I only grab 3 cards. And it will give you a little bit of a story that you can follow. The cards are meant to be interpreted differently depending on who you are. I'm just really good at talking to people, which is why it's so easy for me to do fortune telling and tarot readings. Let me show you how I do my own reading. I'll fully take you through that, because why not? I have the time. Let's see if I can actually find my tarot deck. I don't actually use it very often, so... I tend to not ask very many questions for myself because I find it horrifying, but, like, useful. So I usually only ask questions for my tarot deck when I'm in a stressful spot, and I want clarification that I'm doing everything right, or as much as I can. Tarot readings are not a form of answers that help you do anything other than get clarification that you are on the right path. Which is a little bit terrifying, because if you're on the wrong path, your life will only get worse and you will only have a bad ending ahead of you and set on your path. The only end you can get sometimes is a bad end. And, well, I don't wish that upon anyone, so I do try to help them out of it. Like, if their fate card is monstrously bad, I will try to give them a different fortune by seeing what you can do to get in a better situation. And it doesn't always work. I can't find my tarot cards that I use on myself. I mean, it's what happens if you don't use them often. You eventually lose them, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Haha, I found it. Found my deck. Hello. I will show you how I do my own tarot reading for myself. Sure, why not? Because I can. These are my personal cards. This is my personal deck. I only use it for myself. It is the Murder of the Crows deck. If you have a personal deck, you're not supposed to use it on anyone else. You were only supposed to use it on yourself. If you have a universal deck, you can use it on anyone except yourself. I never use my universal deck on myself anymore. Ever since I got my personal deck, I used to use it, but I would only let other people, like my mother, tell my fortunes with my universal deck. So I would not do my own deck. You need to go back to bed. Or go to the naughty corner. Go sit in the corner. So, I'll show you how I do my own fortunes. This is, gonna be my version of a fate reading for myself. So, not all decks are universal. I have a lisp, and I have problems speaking. Okay? Don't fuck with me. I will say, this deck does not have translations for the reversal of the cards, but I know the reversal meanings of these cards, and that is because I've used them for myself for so long, to where I just know my cards, which is something you have to learn if you're gonna ever do tarot readings. And they're not onto something. I don't even like deck. I like cards. Go sit in the naughty corner. Um, reversal meanings of cards are very dangerous to play around with because not everyone can understand them. It's also more complicated and it's a lot harder to decipher. But I understand my cards and I fully get it. I just hope I don't get a lot of reversals in this. I like how I say that, but I'm pretty sure every single card is upside down right now. Wow, it really did me dirty. Because only 3 of my cards are not reversed. Only 3 of my cards aren't reversed cards. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so my first card is the 6 of Swords. And it stands for me and my situation that surrounds me. So, let me just scroll to read what it is. That's Cups, Pentacles, Wands, Swords is at the bottom, of course. Swords, 6 of Swords. Okay. And it is reversed. Staying in the same place and coming into death. That's fun. That's a fun card. Death is coming, but not for me. I will know of death shortly for someone. But also, death has always surrounded me. So it makes sense that that's on my card. Well, I was in a car accident, so I get it. I get it. This is my card for my obstacles. It is the card that covers me. It is in my way, and I have to deal with it. Domination, addiction, valuing flesh and material world above all else, seeking pleasure, giving into the shadows. Those are my obstacles. Which is fine, because I've already been avoiding those things anyway. This card is the card above me. It is the highest I can arrive at. It is the best I can do. It is 3 of Wands. And it is reversed. The journey has ended. I have not had any returns on my investments yet. I have already progressed quite far. I am in control. So, the highest I can achieve at is me being in control, me ending my journey, and being complacent. This card is beneath me. It is my tools. I can use them to arrive at my best. It is the 2 of Cups. Connection, conversation, and romance. Do I have to flirt my way to the top or something? Because that's what that sounds like. My tools is literally just flirt. Connection, conversation, romance. Fun. Fun tools. This card is behind me. I should leave it in the past. I forget about it. And pretend like it does not exist. VI. It is the 6th card. Chance for union, draw strength from passion, find your missing half, choice between paths, companionship, romance, independence, but reversed. So it is the opposite of all those things. Giving up on love, forgetting about it, leaving it in the past, all the negative relationships, all the bad emotions, and independence. Okay, and then the card coming into action is the 5th card. It is new values, open approaches, freedom, forgiveness, being yourself, being in the right place, and straightforward approaches. So basically, me just being whatever I want to be is my future. It is me being me. Okay. This is a card for my emotions in the situation. How I feel, how I act, how I react. It is the Eight of Cups reversed. Stay on my path. You are correct. Continue what you're doing. I'm correct. That's what that means, is I'm always right, apparently. I am right about my fate, and I'm right about what's gonna happen. And I'm already doing what I'm supposed to. My house and home and the situation I am is this card. It is the Ten of Swords. I know these cards look gruesome. That's kind of fitting in my personality. Defeat, loss, illness, the need for an immediate exit. Oh god, why is that card my home? No, but that's accurate, because I kind of want to leave. Not for the fact that I don't like anyone here, it's more of I need more space. Like, I need my own office, I need my own studio. I need room to do what I like. And also, I could be so much more organized if I had the space to have furniture to organize my shit. This is my card of hopes and fears. It is the Six of Wands. Challenges, no progress, struggling to overcome obstacles, being at the bottom of the list, like having people who rule over you, and narcissism, but like in the opposite of sense. The opposite of arrogance. Because I can't think of a word that is that meaning. Yeah, that's my hopes and fears. Lovely. What a great place for that to be. Not being able to meet challenges. Me not having a place to film, yeah. Thanks. Because I could not think of the word humbleness. Okay, and this is my card of fate. I got a special card for this one. That's a wild thing to see. It's 21? No. It's the world. Ooh, pretty. Achieve your goals, completion, and culmination. Evolve and transform. Bear great burdens. I do bear people's burdens for them and help them through them. I achieve my goals. Completion, culmination, evolve and transform. Because I can only get better from here. That's what my fortune is, at least. I'm already great, but I can only get better. Zawa, do you want me to do your fortune? I mean, I'm going to use a different tarot for you because this is my personal one, but yes, I do have the ability to tell other people's fortunes. I don't think so. My cards have never been wrong, though, so keep that in mind. So, depending on what my cards say, it can be truth, but also it means you need immediate action if there's anything wrong. You have to be ready to make choices when you get your cards read. You have to be ready to face challenges, you have to be ready to avoid your obstacles and overcome them. You have to be ready to fight. And not everyone is ready to fight. So, just keep that in mind. When I say fight, it might not mean, like, what you think it means. Okay. Oh. Oh. Huh. Well, this is an interesting setup. Oh. Oh, that's not a good one. Okay, so, well, the card that stands for you, you've got the Ten of Cups. It is you and your surrounding situation and your timeline. Okay. Contentment, repose of the entire heart, the perfection of that state, if with several picture cards, a person who is taking charge of the querent's interest. Also the town, village, or country inhabited by the querent. You yourself are at perfect harmony and in the perfect mental, like, strength that you need to be. Your heart is in the right place. But remember that it can always be taken advantage of. So you are content with your situation, but, like, that's not always a good thing. Contentment isn't always the best. Your obstacles is the card of death. which, as soon as I saw that, I got slightly concerned. It's not the worst card to have. End mortality, destruction, and corruption being your obstacles means people are trying to take from you. People are trying to take advantage of you. People are trying to end you. Stop you from achieving your goals. Stop you from doing anything. Your obstacles are all around you. And it will destroy you. It will end you. Oh no, dysphoria. But yeah. They're taking advantage of you. Your kindness, your compassion, your contentment, that will get taken advantage of, and people will constantly try to use it against you. So, make sure nobody can use you. You have to start building up walls around yourself and cutting people off. Because of your obstacles being such a strong and powerful card, you have to make sure you are building those walls to mentally be able to overcome your obstacles. Your highest is the Knight of Wands reversed. This is the best you can arrive at. This is the best you can become. Departure, absence, flight, emigration, a dark young man, friendly, change of residence. Leaving where you are, you already know, it would improve your health. The best you can achieve that is the change of residence, friendliness, being around you, a dark young man, departure, absence, flight, emigration. You have to leave where you are. Literally go anywhere. And you will be in a better situation. Yeah, a dark young man is actually in the fortune, section. You will meet someone, specifically a man, that will be good for you. They will be friendly. They will be your protector. They will be what you couldn't have before. You will be safer in this new place, wherever you end up. Your tools are the Knight of Pentacles. Use this to get to your highest. Utility, serviceableness, interest, rectitude, responsibility. You are already all of those things, so you're already on the right path and using what you have. So you're already on the right path to achieve your best. This is your past card. This is behind you. Leave it behind you. Forget about it and leave it in the past. You have the Three of Pentacles. Meter, trade, skilled labor, usually, however, regarded as a card of nobility, aristocracy, renown, glory. I don't know what that could mean, actually. This is coming into action. Be prepared to fight it. And it will be there. And it's coming into action shortly. It is the Four of Cups reversed. Novelty, presage, new instructions, and new relations. Oh yeah, thank you. Do you like the fact that there's like 50 sticky notes on top of it? That's how organized I am. It's actually how I can flip through the booklet faster. So seek nuances. New things are coming for you, and they are good things. And new relations, which means you might meet someone that's good enough for you, which is a good thing. You might meet someone who will actually try to help you. This is a card standing for your emotional state in your situation. It stands for your feelings and how you are reacting to them. It is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I don't know how to feel about that. Increase abundance and superfluidity. Good things. All good things. All good things. Actually, the Wheel of Fortune is just a good card all throughout. There's nothing wrong with the Wheel of Fortune. There is no bad version of this card, except for where it sits on, the section. The only way this card could really be bad is if it was in the wrong place. It is in the best possible place. You're coming in to better things. And your situation is getting better slowly. This card stands for your house and your home and how you are related to it. Page of Swords. It does not look very good. Authority, overseeing, secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, and qualities thereto belonging. So, controlling relationship, having too much to view over, spying. Spying is a different situation. Yeah, a lot of it has to relate to being a parent. A lot of it does. Like authority, overseeing, vigilance, but spying? Spying is a different meaning. Spying can be from something else. Is like somebody like spying on you? Or but yeah, it is mostly just being a parent. Your situation is just being a parent. Yeah, I know. Your hopes and fears. It is the Ace of Wands. That could be a good or a bad thing. Creation, invention, enterprise, the empowers which result in these principles, beginning, source, birth, family, origin, beginning of enterprises, according to another account, money, fortune, and inheritance. So your hopes and fears have to do with your career and your family. Yeah, your career and family are all under your hopes and fears section of your fortune. You are as much of hoping for better things as you are afraid of losing everything. So it is fitting card for where it is. It is a good card for you. You are both hopeful for better things for your family, but you also fear bad things happening to your family, or like you can't keep up. But all of your cards state that you are doing more than enough, and that you can't really do much better without support from other people too. You can't be the only person supporting everything on your shoulders. Other people have to be there too. Now, this is your card of fate. It is the Two of Pentacles reversed. Enforced gaiety, simulated enjoyment, literal sense, handwriting, composition, letters of exchange. Basically, your fate is pretending you are happy even though you're not. Pretending you're okay even though you're not. Which just sounds like your fate is being in an abusive relationship if you don't leave it or find a way out. Simulated enjoyment is like pretending to be someone you're not in hopes that you will be safer or better off. But you won't be better off because you won't be yourself anymore. Enforced gaiety, I forgot what gaiety means, so you can bring your own sense to that. A literal sense, handwriting, composition, letters of exchange. Doing paperwork. You have a lot of paperwork. Your fate is a lot to handle, but it says you are trapped, and you're gonna pretend you're happy, even when you're not. You are gonna mask all your emotions, and you won't be free to feel how you want to. Also, a lot of paperwork. 'Cause fuck. A fate card is usually the worst area to have a bad card, because that means you can't change it. You're gonna have to go through you're gonna have to go through it, and you're gonna have to face it, and you're gonna have to be ready to make a decision that will be for the better. Whether it means dropping everything of where you were to achieve your best, you have to give up on something. Or give up something to live a better life. Sometimes to be happier, you have to go through misery and loneliness. Because ultimately, you are going to be lonely regardless of whether you gave it up immediately or not. How did I do? How accurate was it? Does anyone else want a fortune? My cards have never been wrong. Okay, Wolfie. Let's see how much I can read you. I will read Wolfie first. Let's see. I'll be reading your messages the entire time while doing this fortune for you. Oh no! You're gonna be emotionally drawn and hidden. I ain't even gonna say depressed because you're gonna have to shut off all your emotions and fake being happy. That's worse than depression. That's putting up a mask 24 hours of a day. That is pretending to be something you are not. That is not a good thing. And someone's doing it to you. Someone's putting you in this situation where you can't be yourself. Where you can't be your happy. Which isn't really your fault. But it's not a good thing. I don't mask my personality. Not anymore. I don't need to. But Wolfie, I will read yours. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, Wolfie. Oh. Oh. Oh God. You have the same fate card as Aizawa. You have the same fate as Aizawa. Oh, shot. Oh no. Please be yourself. Please don't hide who you are. I promise. It will be better if you don't. The fact that you got the same card. Your first card is the Magician. It stands for you, who you are, and your surroundings. How people perceive you. You got the Magician. Skill, diplomacy, address, sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence, will. Oh, okay. So people believe you have self-confidence, but everything around you is chaos? So you feel like chaos? There's just a lot of pent-up emotion inside you that you just have not let out. The Knight of Cups is your obstacles. Be ready to fight them or avoid them. They will be your downfall if you let them absorb you. Arrival, approach, sometimes that of a messenger, advances, proposition, demeanor, invitation, and incitement. So basically, don't trust people or their invitations. They're trying to guide you astray. They're trying to distract you. They're trying to get in your way. Your obstacles would be anyone who invites you to a party, anything that is too outgoing, social events. Your obstacles are big crowds and things like that. The best you can arrive at is the Queen of Cups reversed. Good, fair woman, honest, devoted, who will do service to the querent, loving intelligence, and hence the gift of vision, success, happiness, pleasure, also wisdom and virtue. You have a good highest. The best you can be at is with a loving, relationship. You will have someone there for you who will love you. It is a lover. This card does state lover. But this woman is not good. It states that this woman, on all accounts, will vary, but it says good woman mostly. It says good woman. Hello. It says they would be distinguished in some accounts, but that means you do have opportunity for a great woman to be in your life, a great person for you, they will be perfect for you, or you will get tricked and someone not good for you will show up pretending to be like they are the right one for you. Which brings us back to your obstacles. Do not trust everyone. Do not trust someone who brings you out of your comfort zone. Keep yourself safe. And yeah. Basically, you have two paths for your highest. You can either be in a perfect, loving relationship where you are with the person of your, right person, or you have the other path, which is being with the wrong person but thinking they are right for you. Basically, this card is either good or bad. Your fate is undecided so far for your highest. So you have two women coming in your life. One is not good for you and will trick you and will bring you down and take everything from you and not allow you to be at your highest. And the other will be perfect for you. And all your card is telling you is make the right choice. Because one will lead you to a perfect marriage, perfect love life, perfect happiness, perfect contentment. And the other will lead you to losing everything. And where you won't have a highest. Your highest is bad. You already, passed everything. So it is meaning don't fall in love too fast. Take your time and truly get to know the person before you enter a relationship. Do not rush relationships. That will end you. Because you will fall in love. But the other person might not want that. So Basically, don't let yourself fall in love too quickly. Take your time. And your tools to get to your highest, the good end, the King of Wands, dark man, friendly, countryman, generally married, honest, and conscious. So you will have people who will guide you. Basically, someone will tell you and give you the correct advice. Basically, there will be someone to tell you whether you're with the right person. There will be someone to guide you, someone to give you advice, and someone to tell you if you're making the right choice. Don't fall in love too quickly, because you will have a person there for you. Your tools are other people that are in relationships. Basically, ask those who are married and already in loving relationships about relationships, and they will advise you whether you're with the right person or not, based off of the other person and your situation and how you are. You will have people who will be there for you and who will guide you. This man could be your father, this man could be a friend, it could be literally anyone, but it specifically states that this will be a man that will give you this guidance. I don't know if it necessarily insinuates that it would be an actual man, but I believe it will be a man. But it will be a very honest person that will give you the correct advice. They're not looking for anything from you. They are willing to help you, though. So you will not be... Okay? This is the card that is behind you. Leave it in the past. Forget about it. You have the Five of Cups. It is a card of loss, but something that remains over. 3 have been taken, but 2 are left. It is a card of inheritance, transmission, patrimony, but not corresponding to expectations. With some, it is a card of marriage, but not without bitterness or frustration. Basically, a card about relationships. Hello. It is a card that will... It shows that you have 2 options still. It shows 2 options. That has been a commonality between your cards, is that it shows that you have 2 options. Which means they could be bad, they could be good. But you have to be ready to leave the bad behind, because you already got 3 strikes down. You already got rid of 3 of your paths. You already handled them. You already overcame 3 of your challenges. You're already strong enough to overcome 3 of your challenges. So, let that be known. You already overcame 3 of your biggest challenges, and you only have 2 choices left. Don't drink the poison, basically. It's a 50-50 shot, and you will have guidance. So trust your guides. You have people who will be there for you, and who will help you, and who will guide you. This is a card that is coming into action. Be prepared for it. Be strong. Be ready to take on this action. This will be an upcoming choice. It is the King of Pentacles. Valor, realizing intelligence, business and normal intellectual aptitude, sometimes mathematical gifts and attainments, and this kind of success in these paths. If you're going to do anything in life, it has to be math related, according to these cards. It's like, you're good at math. Stay strong. So if you're going to go to school for anything, or planning on continuing your education, it says math is your good path. Math is not bad. Nothing's wrong with math. I love math. It's so fun. Oh, it's okay. Math is the one thing you are good at. And don't let yourself ever forget that. Because you can't say that you're not good at math anymore. It's just like riding a bike. You never lose the skill. Once you're good at something, you will always be good at that something. But it says that your truest path, where you will achieve the most success in business as in life, is within math. So, you are good at math. This is your path. You can be an accountant, a businesswoman, doesn't matter. But math is your strong suit. According to the cards, this will be the one thing that you are the best at, and that you will achieve better than anyone else within the field. For goodness sake, you could be a rocket scientist, according to this. Because it says you're great at math. Like, you excel the most at math. This is the best you can do. And you will have true success in these paths. Okay? This card stands for you and your emotional state. It's the Page of Cups. It's not a bad card. Don't let that befool you. Fair young man impelled to render service, with whom the current will be connected. A studious youth. News, message, application, reflection, meditation, all these things directed to business. You will be good in a business setting. You are good at math. You are good at this. It says you will have all success as long as you continue down the same path of math and business. This is your situation in your house. It is how you feel in your home, your situation in relation to it. It is the Eight of Cups. And it is reversed. Great joy, happiness, and feasting. You are in literally the best home setting. Everyone around you loves you. Everyone around you is happy. And you have plenty of food. You aren't in a starving situation. You are in a great home. And you are happy. It really does say feasting on the card, okay? That is actually, like, part of the meaning. It is actually there. It does specifically say the word feasting. It also says great joy and happiness. You just got a really good card for this. That's a good place for it to be. That means you're in a great home. The High Priestess is where your hopes and fears are. Let's see what that means. Secret. mystery, the future as yet unrevealed, the woman who interests the querent, if male, if you're a female, silence, tendency, wisdom, and science. Male or female? I've just been assuming you were a girl. So woman, yeah. Okay, so your fortune for your hopes and fears is silence, tendency, and wisdom and science. Sorry, I'm just right about that. I just assumed you were a woman. I didn't know. It's what between the legs that matters when it comes to these fortunes. I don't know. It literally says man or woman, and it gives you completely different fortunes depending on whether you're a male or a woman. Non-binary folk never get the High Priestess. That card does not show up if you are non-binary. I have never seen a non-binary person get that card. So, in your hopes and fears, you do not like it when people are too quiet around you. You like certainty, tenacity, wisdom. Wisdom is scary. Science is in there. You did bring up the fact that you were unsure if you were good enough for math and science and stuff. Things for, like, strengths. But everything says you would have success within math and business. And science also has a lot of math. But you are unsure of your skills. Believe in yourself a bit more. That's why it's under your fears, is you don't believe in yourself enough. You got the exact same card as Zawa for your fate card. Simulated enjoyment, literal sense, handwriting, composition, letters of exchange, enforced gaiety. I'm pretty sure the composition and handwriting are more for you. Those fit more within your fortune set. Be yourself and trust yourself more. It will lead you to more success. Just be more available and let your emotions out more. It will help you be better. It will help you gain success. It will help you trust enough in those who want to be there for you, like a parent figure. Your family will always be there for you. Trust that you will make a good choice. But remember, do not fall in love too quickly. If you let yourself fall in love too quickly, you can be taken as a victim or as a hostage. Don't let yourself not be yourself, because that will lead you down a bad path. So stay you and be you. It will make you stronger, better, smarter. It will lead you to success. Who's next? Who wants their fortune read? And while I have people jump in as opportunity, how accurate was my fortune? Because I have not been wrong yet. I've had one person deny my fortune, but that's because they could. They were forced into it by their friends. Not everyone believes in fortunes. It's what I do. I read people, and I help them work through their things. Getting read like a book and being on the internet, it's a lot, so I get it. I get it being a little bit embarrassing. Because it's basically getting your whole life story read out in front of people. It's a lot. I don't even know you. And if I'm correct about my fortune, imagine how, like, much you should follow your dreams and follow yourself. But yeah, math is what you're good at, stick with it, and business. You would do great in a business setting. Not everyone can handle business work. Vlad. I'm gonna read your fortune next. You are next. Are you prepared? It's a lot. Trust me. It is a lot. These fortunes are a lot. They also take a lot of energy. But it's been distracting me from the fact that I'm in pain, so. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll start charging people to do tarot readings. It's like, hey, if you donate this much, I'll read your cards for you. Imagine. People would probably pay for it. They're pretty good. I like doing them, though. They're fun. Oh. Oh, dear God. That's not a card I expected to see there. Oh. Oh. You got a lot going on. Oof. You got a rough setup, buddy. You got a rough setup, buddy. Okay. The card that you got for yourself is this one. It stands for you and how you act in a situation. It is the Death, but reversed. Evil, fatality, weakness, heaviness, and blindness. It's actually my phone getting a phone call. My father called me. That is my ringtone. That is my ringtone. Nice default Android settings ringtone there. But God, the card you got for your for you, it stands for you. evil, fatality, weakness, pettiness, blindness. You're petty and you're blind to it. Maybe be less petty? I don't know. That's not a good thing. You have a lot of triggers. That's not a good thing. Your obstacles is the Seven of Wands. It is a card of valor, for on the surface, 6 are attacking one who has, however, the vantage position on the intellectual plane. It signifies discussion, worldly strife, in business negotiations, war of trade, barter, competition. It is further a card of success for the combat and is on top, and his enemies may be unable to reach him. So basically, you're constantly at war with others. And you are blind to how much you don't let people help out or give you any advice. You unintentionally block others out. And you always you play the victim card. Oh god. You play victim, but you're at the vantage point. Because you have more power over others in some ways. Don't abuse it. But you're petty, so you probably will. And you won't know that you're abusing it until it's too late. Until people leave you, until people give up on you, until people just go and find other people. It's basically saying you are your own obstacle. You have to let people in more. And you shouldn't care too much. Oh god. You shouldn't care as much what people think, but also understand that there is advice. And you should be able to take it without feeling personally attacked. Every attack seems like a personal attack, but it's not. It is just someone trying to help you and be there for you. You are your own obstacle. The best you can arrive at is the Ten of Wands reversed. Contraries, difficulties, intrigues, and their analogies. You're building up your own walls. You created your own obstacles. And it will make your life difficult. It will make you alone. When I said you had a rough setup of cards, I meant it. Because your life is going to be difficult, and it's because of yourself. Okay, your tools is this card. You got the Ten of Cups. Contentment, repose of the entire heart, perfection of that state. If with several picture cards, a person who is taking charge of the querent's interest, Also town, village, country inhabited by the current. It says your life can be better with setting up less boundaries, basically. Be content in your home, your country, your place. Will just leave you where you are. Nothing will change if you stay content. Nothing will get better. Not even yourself. You will still be closed off if you are content. Which is kind of the path you've been taking, according to the cards. You've been taking the path of contentment. Contentment usually can be good, but in most cases that I've seen, being content with the situation isn't always a good thing. Because you should always strive to have improvements, strive to be stronger, smarter, better, and healthier. You should always strive for more. Like, yeah, contentment and success, like, be content that, yeah, you achieved something, but that you can always do better. In a sense, it is okay to be content with good things, but know that it is better to, yeah, exactly. Contentment can lead to being too complacent. Thank you. You put it in words. Thank you. I couldn't remember that word, complacent. It's been a while since I used my big words. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so this is the card that is behind you. Forget about it, leave it in the past. It is the reversed Fool. Negligence, absence, distribution, carelessness, apathy, nullity, and vanity. It's basically saying, you're too self-centered. Uh-oh. You have to start thinking more for other people, and being okay with putting others first sometimes. They are the Taurus friend. Okay, they're really great. Your past card basically says you're too much about yourself and you did not let yourself feel enough emotion. You have to be okay with letting yourself feel emotion, not just for yourself, but for others as well. You have to learn, instead of to be apathetic, you have to learn to be empathetic. You have to learn how to sympathize with people and empathize with people, which are two very important things that not a lot of men really get to learn because nobody ever wants to be there for them either. The only people that really get unconditional love are women and children and pets. Men usually don't get unconditional love, which is why they're usually more apathetic, more left behind, more unemotional. They're less sympathized with, they're less empathized with. So it leaves you yourself to not know how to feel that for others, not know how to be there for others, not know how to empathize or sympathize. And it is a hard skill to learn. don't get me wrong, it is not easy to empathize with others, and it is not easy to sympathize with others. It is difficult to learn how to do so. So if you do seek therapy and stuff, try looking into more of, hey, how can I be better not only for myself, but for others as well? I struggle with sympathizing and empathizing with people, and I want to be able to feel more bad so that I can be better for everyone around me. Okay, so this card is coming into action. You have to be ready to take it on, and it is coming into action, and it will be there no matter what. It's like an immediate future. Page of Pentacles. And it is reversed. Prodigality, dissipation, liberality, luxury, unfavorable news. Wow, I really struggled to say that. I'm gonna type it down, and I'm gonna ask Yuzawa to define these because I don't know what they mean. I also can't really pronounce them. I said look it up, not answer it. Do you know words that are similar to those? Thanks, Wolfie. I am totally the guy in the cloak from Oran Host Club. Totally. He loves cats too, so it's actually kind of fitting. He's the cult of the cat. Yeah, those 3 words. I don't know what they mean, so I can't really fully help you, but it also says luxury and unfavorable news. And, well, living in luxury is fine, but unfavorable news is not a good thing. The thing is, I actually watched Oron Host Club. I did fully watch that. From beginning to end. I watched the full thing. Yeah, no, it just says bad news. That's coming into action, so stay strong. Something bad's gonna happen. Because, fuck. The Hierophant. This card stands for your emotional state in the situation, where you stand yourself, not how others perceive you. The Hierophant. Marriage alliance, captivity, servitude, mercy, and goodness, inspiration, The man to whom the querent has recourse. Captivity, wow. You're really holding hostages now, aren't you, Vlad? Do not abuse your power. Honestly, just makes it sound like you're a manager. Why do you work at, like, a government facility? This stands for your house and your home and the situation you live in. It is the King of Cups. Fair man, man of business, law or divinity, responsible, disposed to the obligation quorent, also equity, art and science, including those who profess science, law and art, creative intelligence. You live in a decent home. It's exactly the place that is allowing you to do what you'd like. Okay. This stands for your hopes and your fears. It is the world. I feel like I could just end it there without reading it. The world is your hopes and fears. But in reality, it, assured success, route voyage, emigration, flight, change of place. You're set where you are. Why would you have to leave where you are when you're set where you are? You're content. You know that you're fine where you are. You're complacent. Nothing bad will happen. The world be looking fine. Okay, and this is your card of fate. I'm pretty sure this one's just a card of working. You'll just be working your whole life. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill in the craft and business. You're skilled where you are. Why change your job? You're good where you are. It really is. It basically just is. You're in the correct workplace. You're in the correct environment. It's where you're good at. It's what you're good at. Well, how accurate was my cards? Have they led me astray? Are they correct? Scarily correct? It really did, though. You're in a good job, but, like, you could always do better, I guess. There's always better out there. Complacency is what led you to be who you are today. But according to the cards, you're not good to others, and you're constantly at war with others. Because you act the victim. You play victim. Don't play victim. Nobody likes a person who plays victim. That's why not a lot of people want to be my brother's friend. It's because he plays victim. Just remember to be there for others. Does anyone else want a fortune? I'm sweating. I'm gonna get deodorant. Okay, I'm back. I put on my extra strength deodorant, so now I'm not sweating as much. I'm not sweating anymore because of deodorant. Picks up all that because it's extra strength. Because I have problems. Huh. Needed that. I don't even know, because I say so much during my videos and during my live streams that if you do not exactly quote what I said, I will have no recollection of what I said, because I talk way too much. So much shit comes out of my mouth that I have no clue what's going on at any point in time. It's called talking too much. It's kind of fun. I was sweating, then I put on deodorant, and now I'm not sweating anymore. I have like medical grade antiperspirant, so it picks up all the sweat and keeps it dry so that it's less wet and sticky. That doesn't mean I'm not warm. I'm still warm. I'm just not gross feeling anymore. I talk enough for a content creator. Which is why I'm here, and I do not know how this happened. like going outside, okay? And I had people in my comments being like, go touch grass. And I'm just like, but it's icky. There's bugs. My yard is filled with ants. Like, do you want any more of a reason to not leave my room? The thing is, they are looking for attention, which is why I delete their comments, because they don't deserve the attention. It's my channel. If you wanted attention, you'd make your own channel and you'd do what I do. But you don't. You don't even have 10 subscribers. So shut the fuck up. And also, you wouldn't be on YouTube if you touched grass. Me being angry at degenerates and me in comments. If a person tells me something that I don't agree with, I will immediately tell them to fuck off, because why should I care about your opinion? Like, the fuck? The only person's opinion that really matters to me is, like, my own. Because my family supports me. The fuck? My dad doesn't even want me to move out because he wants me to, like, be a kid. Because my entire childhood, I never acted like a kid. I never rebelled, I never drank, I never smoked, never did drugs. I never rebelled. I was not a rebellious teen. I was just an asshole. And the only reason I was an asshole was because I was smart. Yeah, you two definitely never flirt with me, the fuck? Tell a bigger lie, now don't you? The fuck? Fuck, no. Gross. Don't do that. Don't hide that pretty little face from us. The queen has commanded it, so it must be true. It must happen. Nah, don't get wrong. I ain't just a queen, I'm also an emperor. I crowned myself, bitch. Of course I'm a tyrant. That's why I tell people what to do. It's for their own sake, though. Like the goddess Athena, I have wisdom and will be your guidance. I got Athena's wisdom on my side. She's literally the goddess of wisdom and battle strategy. Like, how epic is that? Good. Literally made all of you blush. That is the power I have. Nah, the reason I'm not the goddess Athena is because my spirit animal is that of the crow, not of that of the owl. Athena is more of an owl. I am a crow. And did you know that crows and owls are mortal enemies? But also, if I was going to get compared to any of the goddesses, I'd kind of want to be I'd kind of want to be compared to Nyx, the goddess of the dark, because she is powerful. She does have wisdom. She ain't the goddess of wisdom, but she's more powerful than the god of gods. Is there a crow deity? Actually, let me look that up. I actually don't know. Springs out computer. Odin? the god of knowledge, war, and victory. He has 2 crows. He has 2 ravens, not crows, 2 ravens. The difference between a crow and a raven is the beak shape. Ravens eat seeds, and that's why their beak is a hook shape. Crows eat flesh and scavenge, which is why their beak is just a point at the end. But their ravens are named Hugin and Moonin, that fly around the world and tell them what they see and hear. Oh, Lord Shani, the deity associated with the planet Saturn, is often depicted as a crow, as Saturn's influence is believed to bring both hardships and rewards. Feeding crows is seen as a way to appease Lord Shani and seek his blessings for a smoother journey through life's ups and downs. Then other deities, there's the crow goddess. In The Secrets of Immortal Nicholas Flammy, this goddess is a combination of 3 minds, Baba, Maka, and Moringan, who inhabit one body. I actually want to learn more about that one, because that sounds kind of cool. It sounds like a lot. I love how we're just going into something really, like, unique to learn about. Because I'm a nerd, because this is fun. But wow, I really got compared to, like, Odin. Fun. Oh my god, it's the cousin of Anubis. What's she about? Was worshipped and feared through the Celtic kingdoms as the goddess of death and destruction. Once there had been 3 sisters, Maka and Bogd and Morrigan, but the others had disappeared over the years, and the Morrigan reigned supreme. The Morrigan states that the Baba and the Maka now live inside her. Morrigan has pale skin, black lips, and jet black eyes with no white showing, while Babda with red color and Maka with yellow color. Wow, I love this. It keeps loading and setting me back. As the crow goddess, Morrigan has the ability to control crows. The Morrigan has been shown to send flocks of 10,000 birds that she has, and Nicholas Flamel called the Morrigan's children. The crow goddess even has dire crows, her special pets. Once her summoned birds entered Hecate's shadow realm, their bodies underwent a transformation. The Morrigan's birds had changed when they entered Hecate's shadow realm. They had become almost human, though not entirely so. They were now tall and thin like their mistress. Their wings had stretched, becoming long and bat-like, connected to human-shaped bodies by translucent skin tipped with deadly claws. Their heads were still those of birds. It's the power of necromancy. Ooh. Initially, crows were white and sacred to Apollo. When Cornus was having an affair while pregnant with Alpecius, a crow flew to Apollo and revealed the infidelity. For bringing such dark news, Apollo turned the crow black. The crow was also made a constellation, Corvus, as a warning for tattling. The crow is a symbol for a tattletale. No. Apollo, the god of snitches. Hello. So, with crows being associated, usually they're associated with death, which makes a lot of sense. Which is why when I was, talking about wow. So snitches get stitches, but also, they always find darkness in others. So I guess, cool. But the fact that out of all gods, I got one of the most powerful gods that showed up, which is Odin, which was like a king of gods. But crows always stand for knowledge, wisdom, death, war, and victory. Which is cool. I love that being my spirit animal. Really useful. I'll add it to the list. I'm doing, I'm in pain still. Car accidents are so fun. Do I have an accent? I like learning too. Wow. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I don't have one. My voice is pretty neutral. I know I can talk in accents, but I don't really choose to. But also, I know I'm from Rhode Island, and a lot of people say Rhode Islanders have an accent because we slur our words a little bit more than other places in the world, which is why I think some people think I might be British. I'm not. I'm American. Rhode Island is sometimes called New England. The whole little top chunk of America is usually, like, on the East Coast is considered. I mean, history is different. I don't know, I read the word accent, and I'm like, what? I could just be dyslexic. Ancestors? A bottle of water? A bowl of water? Yes, I do drink bottles of water. Of water. Water. Instead of a T, it's a D. Water. No. When in reality, I probably should be saying water, but no. Water is easier to pronounce. Water. Bottles of water. Bodies of water. So that can be read. It's just easier to pronounce it as a D than a T, okay? It's not my fault. I can easily bring out the Valley Girl, and that's because I grew up near farms, and recently we had some Californians that speak like this that came into the restaurant that I work at, and whenever people talk like this, I unintentionally mimic them, and I don't want to. So if people could not talk like this, it'd be nice. Because afflictions are annoying, especially when they take forever to speak. Can you just, like, talk faster? It's not that hard. Well, I don't know. Oh, ancient. Ancient and accent. It's fine. I can't spell either. We could all be bad at spelling together. What's an accent you'd actually like to hear me try? Because I promise you, I probably can't do that many. But I also used to talk to Australians a lot, so... What's up, mate? A Boston accent? Like coffee? Want me to talk like I want some coffee? Like coffee milk? Why is that the only word I think of when I think Boston? It's coffee. You want some fucking coffee? Yeah, go over there, you fucker. Go drink your own coffee. Why is that the only thing I think of? How good was my Boston accent? Coffee. To rate my accent, because the fuck is it? I don't even think I'm doing it right. When I was told to talk and like taught how to like do an accent for like Boston, I was taught to act like my nails were just painted and that I was about to go and like try to fix my hair and stuff. So I was taught by Margot Robbie that if you want to do a Boston accent, what you gotta do is you gotta put your hands out like this, pretend like you just got your nails painted and they're acrylic, and that you're trying to get hair out of your face, and you'll just naturally go for the accent. Like, and then you sort of do this, and you got things, and then she's not over here, she's over there. Just Fran from the Nanny. Actually, you know what? She'd be really fun to cosplay as. Because she's just so fabulous. I feel like we try to be funny. Oh yeah, no, she's awesome. I used to watch her shows all the time. It was so fun. Also, if you want to see more new characters, because I really want to cosplay as Killua. He's one of my favorite characters from Hunter x Hunter. Nobody votes for him. I want more people to vote for him. I love this character. I want to be this character. They're a badass assassin. Does nobody know, like, the anime Hunter x Hunter? I promise you, it's not that bad. It's a really good anime. I want him to win. Because he's just such an easy character to cosplay and, like, so fun. And then I can be an asshole to people and it makes sense. No. 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 Fuck off. I hate that character. It should stay forgotten, for damn sake. No one should remember this character. I am. No, I fucking hate Hisoka. No, because Mineta is at least a child. He doesn't know better. And he gets better, too. Mineta stops being, like, as much of a perv in later seasons because of how much backlash the character got. Hisoka stayed a child molester the entire time. They never fixed the character. They just kept him being shitty because they wanted a shitty character to just exist. The authors do suck. Hisoka. You just said Hiso. He's not just Hiso, he's Hisoka. You're missing a few syllables. Okay. I'm gonna head to the bathroom. You can discuss things. Have fun. I'm back. There's just so much going on. Have you ever taken a shit so fat that you had to, like, take off your socks? Hello. Y'all just having your own shit. No, like, you have to take your pants, your underwear, your shorts, or something off. You have to take everything off the lower half just because of how fat the shit is. And you have to squat on the toilet. It was like this big. It was just like my whole organs all just evacuated. That was 5 plates worth of buffet food leaving my body. Well, anyway. I eat a lot, so yeah. Nah, because my stomach feels so much better. I didn't actually. I didn't Febreze the bathroom. Whoever goes in there is just gonna die. I flushed. It wasn't just shit. It was also blood. Yeah. Anyway. You know, I think you have more. The king of shits. Oh, honey, I'd make you breathless. I'm the vampire. The fuck? Why do you think I don't age? I'd suck your everything out. I mean, I'd be like Sebastian from, what's the Black Butler? Yes, Demon Daddy. Exactly. I should add him to the list, because I actually wouldn't mind dressing up as, like, Sebastian. I do have fangs. These aren't my natural teeth. This is just how my teeth look. Oh, my fangs are sharp enough to crunch through bones. I mean, there's a lot of characters on the list, So if you want more characters on the list, just ask. I know a lot of different animes. If I have not watched the anime the character is from yet, I will watch it first before adding it to the list, but otherwise, yeah. I think the only one I added to the list that I'm never gonna really watch the show for is Hinata. Violet's already on the list. You're way behind schedule on that, Zawa. I mean, I get it. Collars and boots. Do you want to see my collar collection? Here, let me just bring you on a little field trip. So I got this one. It has like a little sun and the infinity symbol. There's just a plain black one. There's one with a glow-in-the-dark charm on it. There's one with a music note, one with the cross. This one has bat wings. There's a spider and one with an eye and a star. This one is my favorite. It is just got 3 hoops and a lot of chains. The one behind it is really basic and witchy. This one has a butterfly, lots of butterflies. The one behind it has an eyeball. Then the one behind that has a little glass, like looking glass. Then there is all of these necklaces that I have that I made. And some of them are bought though. This one is also a choker. Then there's all of these. All of my beautiful little jewelry. Then there's a belt. Then this is my beautiful little jewelry box. I got my Viking jewelry. There's more necklaces on the inside. The other side has more necklaces. Then the top one is filled with knives. And a choker. It has a tree. Then there's rings. Some earrings. More rings. Then there's more jewelry over here. There's some ear cuffs, some nail polish, another choker, a bunch more earrings, then some more earrings and chokers, a hairpiece. Yeah. So, I have a lot of jewelry. I have a bit of a problem. I don't leave anything in. Oh, do you want to actually learn a great way to choke? So right here and right here, and if you grab it and choke, it won't close off the airway. It will allow a little bit of air through, but it will still choke them thoroughly enough to where you can get the most of a reaction out of them when having sex. Me being a little bit of a smart person sometimes. You can also tell how much of a pain tolerance the other person has based off of how spicy they like their food. The spicier the food, the more they don't mind a little bit more of misogynism. It can range anywhere from mild, which is like light choking and nibbles, to spicy, where it's full-blown biting and marking and scratching, like hard choking, and some cases can lead to things like urine tubes and hair pulling when it comes to like individual hairs rather than like a full handful of hair. Full handful of hair, a lot of mild people like that because it's not so bad. Oh yeah, also knife play. Knife play. That is also one that some like. I know, yeah, needle play too. Um, I know about this because I used to write. Ugh, not mine. I like knives, but not in that sense. I used to write like YN romance stories with sex scenes and some imagery for people. I don't do so anymore, but I used to. Oh yeah, consent and trust is the most important thing in any situation. Um, that's kind of why safe words were created, was for the safety of both parties when things got a little too intense. I always make sure there's safe words that are shared in my stories, but also consent and a lot of talking. And the women that like buy these stories from me love the talking. I actually wrote like a whole clip of things. I like describing people. Vanilla's boring. I like describing people and how I would draw them. Tends to get people like swooning a little bit. Kind of like how I talk when I give art advice, but less critical, pointing out what I like. Like, I love how your curls are so neat and tidy and fall perfectly around your face. They perfectly frame you. Or when they wear a veil, like, you look so beautiful, just like the painting, the girl with the pearl earring. You're such a masterpiece. Super elegant and divine. You have to get really creative. Makes people swoon. Does your tail double as a butt plug? I shouldn't have asked that. No, not really. Usually people just attach them to their belt. This is not... I'm sorry. Usually people don't wear tails like that. Usually it's above the asshole. That's so weird. I mean, like, I get it. There are 2 holes down there that are really easily accessible. But, that is not the only way to wear a tail. Oh god, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. This was a concept that came up when I was talking to one of my exes. And I was like, I won't wear a tail for you. Nah, I've broken so many hearts. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, I wear it on my cheek. The only reason I was like immediately like, nah, is because I used to wear cat ears, but like, it was because my favorite YouTuber wore cat ears. Yeah. Okay, well, my videos should have been posted by my YouTube channel. I have 9 videos posted, which means I'm gonna log off. You guys can go watch, comment, have fun, vote for Killua, because I want to try a new costume. And I'll see you on the flip side when I need to do other things. Have a good night, my Cloud fans.